Ukraine is a country where ceramics were very developed since ancient tripil culture time, if you heard about it.
Yes.
So ceramics usually has this terracotta color or reddish color. So it was different colors of background initially working on ceramics. But when we just started, it was only white.
अगर आपको कोई folklore song आता हो तो Ukrainian
Червона калина похилилася, чому ж наша славна Україна зажурилася? Все, хватить.
Many people might not know that we had more than 20,000 Indian students doing their studies before.
Ukraine was very popular destination for the Indian students, especially those who are studying medical. Yesterday I arrived from Ukraine.
Yes.
It's quite hard condition for Ukrainians right now, but it's not the case that we will give up, and it's just make us more stronger as a nation.
आपका कोई फेवरेट बॉलीवुड फिल्म था जब आप छोटे
बहुत
थे?
ज़्यादा कभी खुशी कभी गम ये क्लासिक्स है बिल्कुल
अच्छा,
मुगल
पुराने वाले?
हाँ पुराने वाले बहुत बढ़िया लगते हैं राज कपूर के सारे फिल्में तीसरी कसम श्री चरसुन
आपने सब देखा राज कपूर के सारी फिल्में? लगभग
लगभग सारे
हमारे बहुत सारे यंग इंडियंस ने नहीं देखा होगा राज कपूर की सारी मूवीज।
Have you watched the RRR movie? RRR, the Telugu movie, which won also the Oscar, and they had this song Natu Natu.
Yes.
Natu Natu.
Yes.
So you know that this song, that particular part of the movie was shot in Kiev, opposite the Mariinsky Palace, which is the presidential palace of Ukraine in 2021, before the invasion.
Do you know how to make borscht?
No.
Not bad for the first time.
Okay.
मुझे कोई पूछ रहे हैं हमेशा यहाँ इंडिया में कि आपको कैसा लगता है, आपका क्या महसूस है, तो मैंने कहा आप सोच लीजिए कि आपका घर आपके बच्चों को मरा दिया और आपको भी बंद करके कोने में रख के बोल दिया कि ये तुम्हारा घर नहीं है, तो कैसे लगेगा?
आप हिंदी भी बोलते हो?
हाँ बोलते हो, लेकिन स्कूल में मना करते हैं।
स्कूल में सिर्फ इंग्लिश बोलना है।
हाँ स्कूल इंग्लिश मीडियम और बच्चों के साथ हिंदी मना किया है।
My message to everyone who would like to spread the culture, who would like to protect their country: protect your culture, spread your culture, love your culture.
So I would like to welcome our special guest, the Ambassador of Ukraine to India, Dr. Alexander Polishchuk. Nice to have you, and
Very good morning.
thanks. How do you say very good morning in Ukrainian? Can you please?
Доброго ранку.
Dobroho
Ранку.
ranko.
Yeah.
Dobroho
absolutely-
ranko. Yeah.
Absolutely correct.
Thanks.
Namaste.
So, you're welcome. And I would like to ask you, what is the message that you would like to give all the Indians on the National Day, on the Independence Day of Ukraine?
Thank you. It's a great opportunity to especially in this month when we celebrating our Independence Day,
Yes.
and Indian as well.
And
So on the 15th of August.
August, and then
So
24th of August for you.
Yeah, and 24th of August, correct. It's Ukrainian Independence Day. And it's, some kind of bridge between our nations. And just using this opportunity, I would like to wish to my Indian friends and for the whole nation prosperity, peace, and harmony. Because it's very important, for the people to live in a very peaceful condition, and it's the chance for the kids, to go to school, chance for the people to make the business, and unfortunately, when you are limited with your freedom, especially during the war. We just yesterday I arrived from Ukraine,
Yes.
and it's quite hard condition for Ukrainians right now, but it's not the case that we will give up, and it's just make us more stronger as a nation, and we are definitely one of the most resilient nation in Europe now.
Even the Ukrainian people, they are one of the most resilient people that I've ever met.
I should as well congratulate to the Indian Armed Forces, and you did a great job. It's another example, how the people, I mean the democratic society are targeted to fight and to protect our nation against any aggression.
Yes.
So that is why we are actually expected that the India will be more involved in the peace negotiation, which now are ongoing in Ukraine, and we are very much grateful that since the first day of the war, I mean the big war in Ukraine, India always demonstrated the solidarity with the Ukrainian, and the Prime Minister Modi actually been very clear and articulated his message to the Russians when he said that this era not for the war. And we actually hope that this message will collaborate more around this idea that well, in the 21st century, it's definitely
There should not be any place for war.
absolutely. It doesn't matter which place in the
Which
world.
place? Just do your business, spend holidays with your family, read, study, and be happy.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And it's another chance for the people to travel it. I know there are a lot of Ukrainians who love to come to India.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
A lot of them very much enjoy the Indian movies, songs, dance, and
Yes.
yeah. It's unfortunately now we actually a little bit limited with our travel because in the early day it was the direct flight from Kiev to Delhi. It's only 6 hours and you are here. So
And many people might not know that we had more than 20,000 Indian students doing their studies before.
everybody
Or
knows
like,
that.
exactly.
Everybody knows that
Correct.
Ukraine was very popular
For
destination for the Indian students, especially those who are studied medical
medical
science, and as well some students who actually studied the polytechnic, some technical
Yeah.
studies as well. And we are very much thankful for those who are actually staying in Ukraine.
Yes.
Even right now, I have many examples of the Indians who actually donated, who are working as volunteers, supported to the civilians who actually suffered during the war, taking care about the kids, providing the free food for the people who need it, especially in those area which is very close to the front line. And it's another example, our people-to-people relationship.
It's much stronger, I would say.
Yeah, which is actually very strong. And we have here the community, Ukrainian community as well, very strong. Marina Akram actually leads this community, and very much appreciated that they actually playing a huge role in promoting the Ukrainian culture.
She's been doing a great job.
We actually just in May we have the specially dedicated date when we are celebrating the Vyshyvanka Day. It's embroidered Ukrainian dress, and and we had a couple of the master classes around the Delhi area, and the people have fun. The students make all of this embroidery by their own hands.
Have you ever tried it?
Me, no.
Or have you ever tried that? There's one more thing. Correct me if I pronounce it in the wrong way. Pisanki, that Easter egg
Oh
thing.
yeah,
How to
yeah.
pronounce
It's very Pysanka.
Pisanka. Have you ever tried that?
It's very traditional, especially before the Easter time when we are painting the eggs, and it's another example. The eggs, it's the symbol of the life. Because
Yes.
you have the egg, and then you have the bird.
It's the cycle of life.
And it's unstoppable. The process, and it's the symbol. And we as well have the tradition, to paint this eggs, and as well we are making some special cake for this reason. And people, it's a part of our tradition.
So maybe one day we can do a workshop kind of for the Easter eggs.
Yeah, easily.
For young Indian students, college students, schoolers, it would be a very great way to
I hope today you will have just a little short master class of Julia. She is our cook who
And we'll
actually.
be doing Borscht.
Yeah, Borscht is well
Yes.
actually the most known around the world Ukrainian dish.
It's part of the UNESCO heritage as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really nice to have you, and yeah, thanks for your time and everything. And before we end our conversation, I would like to know, what does this, like, the significance of Vyshyvanka for you? What does it mean to you as an individual?
Well, you know it's as well the symbol, and it's we have a different style of the brewed in a different part
Yes.
of Ukraine. I'm wearing the Vyshyvanka, which is actually very traditional for the Poltava region. It's white on white,
Okay.
and you have the Vyshyvanka, which is actually more dedicated to the western part of Ukraine.
Okay, so you can look at the design and you can see.
Yeah,
which-
you can see the.
Okay.
It's like in India,
Yes.
you see the different.
Different clothes.
Yeah, different clothes, and you
Like
more or less understand from which area people come in. But it's a part of our soul, we are called it, and it's actually what make us different as a Ukrainians. And
Represents the identity of.
yeah,
In a way.
it's a part of our
Part of
identity, and we are a nation who actually have the great history. It's you probably heard this the historical debate about the Aryans,
Yes.
and based on one of the theory,
Yes.
Aryans came from Ukrainian territory. Of course, for that time it was
Yes.
not Ukraine.
It was.
But it's populated by those people who are now Ukrainians, and based on this theory, the Aryans came to from this part of the Eurasia to India as well, and we as well another example, you have Brahman.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And in a south part of Ukraine,
Okay.
close to the Vinnytsia region, we have the churches which is in a cave, and it's called Rahman Church.
Really?
Yeah. So a lot of other similarity.
A lot of connections.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ancient connections, not.
Yeah, that is
something-
why probably
Mhm.
these Indian students, which we actually mentioned, feel like home in Ukraine. And we have more than 20,000
Yes.
people. The Ukrainian students, mostly in Kharkiv region,
Mhm.
and it was very well known around Ukraine that you can come in Kharkiv, especially for the celebration of Diwali, because they have the Diwali.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are as well like India. We are very much multicultural nation, and we have the representation of the probably more than 14 different ethnic groups around Ukraine. We as well very much mixture of the religion. It's in total, in all of us, it's Ukrainian.
Yes. Just like India. So
Yeah,
many
all
differences,
of you
but
are
all are
Indian.
Indians.
And thank you for your interest to Ukraine, and I hope that we will continue such.
Yes.
Let's make the tradition to have
Yes, sure. Yeah.
time by time.
Time by time, like often we should do it.
Yeah.
And that's the preparation for vegetables.
Сейчас Марьяна пошли выпеку.
I think 2-3 minutes and it will be ready. So we use tomato or tomato paste.
We don't use much of olive oil when you have oil.
The base is always sunflower. Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it. beautiful. Yeah.
This is the vada pav.
Yes, yes.
I think it's been published right now in Ukraine, but this is a kind of flour which
Może jakoś tam.
Momos, dumplings.
Exactly. Yes.
If anyone wants to try borscht, now you know how to prepare it. You just need all the basic ingredients that we have shown in our pictures. I think one of them was carrot. Then we had this beetroot, obviously it's the heart of making borscht. And then we had cabbage, potatoes, tomatoes, and yes, and a bit of salt, and obviously sunflower oil. Yeah, sunflower.
In proportion 1 to 1.
Okay.
Let's do this. Yeah, I know. It's okay. Good. You remember?
Yeah, 22?
22.
Yes, yeah, I remember. How?
So if you need, I will do it again. Yeah. Це там є. Теж на столі забираємо. На жаль, я не йшла.
तो अब हमारे साथ है Olena Ilchuk. And namaste. And how do you say in Ukrainian namaste? Can you tell to our listeners and viewers?
Добрий день.
Добрий день. And she's the third secretary in the Embassy of Ukraine. And हम लोग हिंदी में बात करेंगे because इनकी हिंदी बहुत अच्छी है. शुक्रिया, धन्यवाद. So, आप बताना चाहेंगे कि आप इंडिया में कितने टाइम से हैं?
मैं भारत में आई एक साल से ज़्यादा, 1 साल और 6 महीने से पहले.
सिर्फ 1 साल 6 महीने. और आप इतने अच्छे नहीं बोलती हो. हाँ.
लेकिन ये मेरी दूसरी बार है. इससे
अच्छा.
पहले तो मैं 2019 में आई थी पढ़ाई करने के लिए केंद्रीय हिंदी संस्थान में. और
क्या पढ़ाई कर रहे थे आप वहाँ पे?
हिंदी.
हिंदी पढ़ाई कर रहे थे. कहाँ पे?
केंद्रीय हिंदी संस्थान दिल्ली में.
अच्छा, ओके. और कैसा था आपका एक्सपीरियंस जब आप आए थे?
बहुत बढ़िया रहा. मैं आने के लिए और यहाँ पर रहने के लिए तैयार थी क्योंकि मैं कीव में भी पढ़ाई कर रही थी जो यूक्रेन. हाँ, हिंदी की, जो यूक्रेन की राजधानी है शिवचेंको विश्वविद्यालय की. मैं वहाँ पे विद्यार्थिनी थी तो इसीलिए मेरी मास्टर्स भी हो गई.
हिंदी कैसे आपने चुना कि मुझे हिंदी सीखना है आउट ऑफ लाइक सो मेनी अदर लैंग्वेजेस? आपके पास फ्रेंच और मे बी लाइक जर्मन, इटालियन और
क्योंकि मुझे बचपन से हिंदी संस्कृति, बॉलीवुड फिल्में की बहुत ज़्यादा शौक रहा था.
अच्छा.
बहुत अच्छा लगा था तो इसलिए मैंने फैसला किया कि मैं हिंदी की पढ़ाई करूं.
आपका कोई फेवरेट बॉलीवुड फिल्म था जब?
बहुत ज़्यादा.
कुछ नाम बताओ.
अरे बहुत ज़्यादा. कभी खुशी कभी गम, ये क्लासिक्स है बिल्कुल. मुगल-ए-आज़म.
अच्छा, पुराने वाला?
हाँ, पुराने वाले बहुत बढ़िया लगते हैं. राज कपूर के सारी फिल्में, तीसरी कसम, श्री 420.
आपने सब देखा राज कपूर के सारी फिल्में? लगभग
सारे.
हमारे बहुत सारे यंग इंडियंस ने नहीं देखा होगा राज कपूर की सारी मूवीज. एक सवाल आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा, आपका फेवरेट भारतीय त्योहार कौन सा है?
भारतीय त्योहार तो बहुत रंगारंग होते हैं.
आपका पसंदीदा कौन सा है?
सबसे पसंदीदा तो बिल्कुल दिवाली. हाँ, क्योंकि इसकी मतलब काफ़ी बहुत कीमती है. सारे ज़माने में और विशेष रूप से आधुनिक दुनिया में हमारे यूक्रेनी लोगों के लिए भी इसकी कीमती जो अंधकार पर प्रकाश की विजय वो हमारे लिए बहुत
The
महत्वपूर्ण है।
victory of good over evil.
हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है आजकल।
And Diwali के अलावा
दिवाली के अलावा होली बहुत रंगारंग होता है।
आपने क्या सेलिब्रेट होली आपने मनाया यहाँ पे?
जी हमने मनाया है, लेकिन ऐसे आशा है कि इससे ज़्यादा ही मनाएंगे।
कोई एक लास्ट मैसेज देना चाहिए हमारे सारे लिसनर्स और व्यूअर्स को, क्या होगा वो?
जो मैं कहना चाहती थी कि वसुदेव कुटुंबकम, और जो यूक्रेन में हो रहा है वो आप लोगों को ऐसा लग सकता है कि यूक्रेन कहीं दूर है, बहुत ज़्यादा दूर है, लेकिन वो जो यूक्रेनी में जो स्थिति हो रही है आजकल वो सारी दुनिया पे वास्तव में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रभाव डालता है। इसलिए हमें सब लोगों को एक साथ जोड़ना है, एक साथ रहना है, और अन्याय और क्रूरता को रोकना चाहिए, क्योंकि बुराई रियायतों से नहीं रोका जाती है, बढ़ ही जाती है। इसलिए एक साथ रहना है, जोड़ना है, और जैसा संग वैसा रंग।
So now we are going to interview our special guest, Volodymyr Petula. I pronounced it correctly, your last name?
Correct.
Yeah. He's the second secretary, Culture, Press and Information in the Embassy of Ukraine in the Republic of India. Given the choice, always choose freedom. Would you like to explain this to our listeners and viewers?
Hello, namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste ji. Thank you so much, Samir. This phrase, it's written here, маючи вибір завжди обирай свободу. Given the choice, always choose freedom. This is the phrase written in one of the books of Serhiy Zhadan, one of Ukrainian contemporary authors.
Yes, I follow him.
I think the phrase tells it's all, right? And this is very much about Ukrainians. The word freedom is even encrypted in our national symbol, which is Trishul, trident.
Yes.
You know it, right? So if you disconnect all of those parts, you'll get the word vola, which means freedom. Yeah.
So, in your role, you are a bridge between cultures. What's your most memorable memory that you have experienced so far in India?
The most memorable experience in India. So this should be something which comes first to my mind,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
This year, 24th February, which was the 3rd anniversary of Russian invasion to Ukraine, we were very overwhelmed with the support of some Indian schools all over India. There were 12 schools, and they did a very beautiful balloon releasing ceremony with the colors of Ukrainian flag. Yeah, so in the support of for peace in Ukraine, of course, and this was something very, very much. And actually, I mean, work with youngsters, with youth, with schools. We also have the project of called Bridges of Empathy, which we do in between Indian and Ukrainian schools. So here in Delhi, it's Father Agnel School, New Delhi, and in Ukraine, it's Kyiv Gymnasium of the Oriental languages, where Hindi is taught.
Okay.
This project, virtually kids meet, 24 kids on each side. They also send each other gifts and building this kind of people-to-people connection since childhood. So this is, I think, is one of the most interesting, the most pure and sincere experiences, I would say.
I would request you to share and talk about the initiatives by the Embassy of Ukraine in the Republic of India, especially in the fields of culture, education, and I know for a fact that you also follow yoga very sincerely. So about all that, and also as you mentioned, we discussed this thing even in past about the essays in schools that you have been doing. So explain all of that one by one.
I mean, lots of our events, of course, they are dedicated to what's going on now. I mean, we do the movie screenings, we do the concerts, we do the photo exhibitions. Very often, I mean, they are dedicated to the consequences of Russian aggression. Quite recently, there was a visit of Dr. Petrykivka, who is a Ukrainian ethnomusicologist and brilliant pianist. He was here for 6 weeks in February and March this year, and we did a number of fantastic concerts with him.
At Lotus Temple?
One of them was in the Lotus Temple in March. Yeah, it was called Bridge for Peace and Compassion. It was very beautifully done, and it was supported by the European Union National Institutes for Culture, UNIC. 14 partners were there together. We joined hands and we did this beautiful evening of Ukrainian classical music. We are very much grateful, to European partners, also delegation of the European Union to India, Alliance Française, Instituto Cervantes, Italian Cultural Center. I mean, all of those who help us a lot, by providing the venue, by partnering in different ways. There could be, if we talk about the movie, if it's a co-production between the countries, we invite our partners to do this together. So I'm very much grateful that our partners help Ukraine being vocal in India. What else? Recent very nice event we conducted in Alliance Française. It was a movie screening dedicated to the day of Crimean Tatar Flag Day. Crimean Tatar is the minority in Ukraine.
Which is a part of Ukraine and the Crimea.
Yes, and the Crimea, which Russia occupies, illegally annexed since 2014. And it was a movie called Haitarma by the Crimean Tatar director Akhtar Seytablayev, and it tells us about the 1944 deportation of Crimean Tatars by the Stalin regime. So as you can see, I mean, our culture was through centuries oppressed from different sides, and I mean, this is the truth we have to speak out, and this is what we try to do. But of course, I mean, today here we had a fantastic time. I hope that you really enjoyed it.
I would request you to also talk about one of the very important factors, that yoga. We also did some kind of yoga celebration on the International Day of Yoga. Right? It was last month, and the Minister of Ukraine did a very beautiful yoga session, and the video is also on YouTube. I'll be putting the link.
Well, when it comes to yoga, yes, I keep it very personal. As you know, I started it in March last year, and I do it till now 3 times a week. I want to, of course, make it every day, but I mean, there are circumstances, which not allow us to do so. But anyway, whatever we did within the embassy, we did last year a very nice video. Congratulations with the International Yoga, which was actually in 2015. That was the idea of Prime Minister Modi, and I think it's really great. I think if everyone in this world would do yoga and meditation,
I think if everyone starts doing yoga and meditation instead
yeah,
of war, the world would
absolutely 100%. So this is how I look at that, and also we understand. I also understand personally how well it's working for body and mind peace in between. So it's very important that we bring together with India, that we bring yoga for Ukrainians, to recover, to all Ukrainians who are affected by war, because this is a great tool. We had a very nice recent collaboration with the Yoga Institute. They sent also for it was dedicated to the International Day of Yoga. They sent the teacher for 10 days to Mykolaiv, to the city which is heavily bombarded by
for the
Russians
rehabilitation
every day.
of the people who are affected.
Yes, exactly,
by war.
affected by war, and he was doing this kind of public seminars for them, workshops on yoga, and it was very well received. So we are looking on the perspective how to do it more systematically. So Yoga Institute did it with the support of volunteers in Ukraine, of course, of Mykolaiv Regional Administration there and other authorities. But we wanted to do more systematic, so this is how we look at this. Also, we did a few sessions with the amputees, who we have in Ukraine Mr. Nagendra Parashar, who is Indian, of Indian origin, but he is very well-known Ukrainian prosthetic designer. So he gives second life to all of those people who lost their
war.
Exactly, and we conducted a few master classes also for them. So we look into kind of this possibilities how to make the people, Ukrainians, life better, our defenders, and I mean all over. And we can yoga. I think it's it's a good answer in any age, right? It's a fantastic technique. So we are very much grateful to India for this wisdom, and we want to share it more.
I think India can play a very important role, especially with the Indian government, and not only the government, what's the common people, or like they can even for the volunteering and
Absolutely.
all. So yeah, that would be really great.
It's very nice.
Yes, I'll also share.
Also, I don't know. Do you know that? Have you watched the RRR movie?
RNR that
RRR, the
No.
Telugu movie, which won also the Oscar, and they had this song "Natu Natu."
Yes.
Natu Natu.
Yes.
So you know that this song, that particular part of the movie was shot in Kiev, opposite the Mariinsky Palace, which is the presidential palace of Ukraine, in 2021, before the invasion. So and all of those white
This
people
is-
on the scene, you see,
they're
they're all
Ukrainians.
Ukrainians. Yes.
That is why they're so good with dancing.
Yes.
No, for real. I'm not even because of the
Right.
the way they've been dancing. That's why now it makes sense to me. I think this is something new for our listeners and viewers, that song, the Natu Natu, right? I think that was not one of that was the most popular song for
Yes.
that year in India, right? And that was shot there in Kiev.
In Kiev, yeah. Right.
Amazing. It's great.
Please follow Cosmopolitan Sam. Thank you so much for viewing this. Slava Ukraini, Jai Hind.
Now we are going to explore a little bit about the art, and we are with a Ukrainian artist. You're from Kiev, right?
Right.
And currently she's based in Gurgaon, and she specializes in Petrykivka painting.
When I really fall in love with Petrykivka style, it's traditional Ukrainian style from the middle of 18th century from Ukraine, and it's a naive style. That means that villagers, simple people who had no knowledge about painting at all, they started this beautiful painting first on the walls of their houses.
Okay.
So at the first sight it's very easy to make, but with time it was developed into very difficult techniques, and the main technique of Petrykivka is a transient stroke, when you take few colors and you make one stroke with few colors and this kind of meshing together and creating some other colors. When I came to India like a few years ago back, I again remember about Petrykivka painting because it helped me to keep the cultural roots alive. And this is how I feel I can spread this beautiful knowledge.
And if I may ask you, how long it takes you to prepare something like this?
Yeah, so if you if you just started, if you beginner, then maybe you will need 2-3 days to make this plate.
For a pro like you, for
And
a
pro, it takes like 3-4 hours.
still 3-4 hours.
Yeah, still 3-4 hours will take to make. First, you make a sketch. Like here, we have a sketch made.
Okay.
Yes, in a form of wreath.
Yes.
And then you need to put, for example, usually traditionally Petrykivka made on a white background, right?
Yes.
But with the time, and also because Ukraine is a country where ceramics were very developed since ancient tripil culture time, if you heard about it.
Yes.
So ceramics usually has this terracotta color or reddish color. So it was different colors of background initially working on ceramics, but when we just started it was only white background. So when you work on the ceramics or on the dark surface, you just necessary to put one layer of white color first. Okay? So it's not becoming transparent, and then the other layer of colors will look more bright, vibrant, and intense.
So you also, that's what you did, first white color
First
and
white color, that's why it takes time, First you need to paint everything in white color like a base, and then you place different colors for your motif, like green for leaves and red for flowers. These are traditional Ukrainian colors.
this is very typical the Ukrainian.
Very typical.
Very traditional.
Yes. We call the shape cibulka. Cibulka means onion. It has a
Yes.
it has a
Looks like
looks like little onion, right? It has many layers. That's why we call it cibulka. So this is a transient stroke.
it looks simple, but I'm sure that it takes a lot of practice, and when you do it, then it looks.
It depends. Sometimes people who never paint,
Let me try it once.
Yes, you have to try. So let me just help you with this color. Take your yellow color and take a little bit of red color on the tip. And here you can paint. Just try to make it round shape. Yeah. Remember, it's one stroke technique.
And you hold it
so-
like this.
Yeah. And you touch and you press. Not bad for the first time.
Okay.
So we take a little bit more. And now we try to go from this side, from the center.
I'm trying.
We are now pressing.
It's inside you.
Yes,
In your
yes.
DNA.
One stroke technique. Don't change it. Yes, good, good.
So it's just like you do once and then however it is, you just go
whatever
by
it is, its shape it is, color it is, you'd never do it twice. First of all, in Petrykivka we don't use layers like in acrylic or in oil paintings, never. It's always one stroke technique.
I would like to ask you this one last question. If there's any one message that you would like to give to our listeners and viewers and to all our Indian friends and even people from all over the world, what would it be for the Independence Day of Ukraine?
I want to say one important message. I think it's the words of one famous poet who said, unless the culture of a nation is alive, the nation will exist. So that is my message to everyone who would like to spread the culture, who would like to protect their country. Protect your culture.
So now we have a very young and talented Ukrainian artist with us, and her name is Mila. How do you pronounce her last name? Supinskaya?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Perfect. Thanks for it. And she's a textile artist from Ukraine, and she's been staying in India for almost more than 7 years.
Yes,
Correct
yes,
me.
yes.
So tell us about your textile journey, how it started in India.
In India, so ये एक्चुअली इंडिया आने से पहले शुरू हो गया.
अच्छा, हाँ.
मुझे बचपन से आर्टिस्ट ही बनना था. मेरा एक याद है कि एक बार एक रिश्तेदार की लड़की आई तो मेरे से बड़ी थी
यूक्रेन में
हाँ. और वो पूछ रही थी कि तुम कौन बनना चाहते हो जब बड़े हो जाओगे. तो मैं कह रही हूँ आर्टिस्ट. वो कह रही है ये नहीं होगा, ये बिल्कुल नहीं होगा. मेरे याद करो जब बड़ी हो जाएगी, मेरे याद करो आर्टिस्ट नहीं बनेगी.
तो यूक्रेन में भी जो रिश्तेदार होते हैं वो इंडिया के जैसे ही होते हैं.
एक्चुअली होते हैं, लेकिन मेरा परिवार तो बिल्कुल आर्ट में है. मेरी मम्मी डांसर थी और मेरे पापा फोटोग्राफर और पहले आर्टिस्ट भी था. तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं था मेरे परिवार में.
When you started to work as an artist, so do you see your work as continuing a Ukrainian tradition, or you also see more as creating your own identity, your own language with fabric, with the kadai work that you do, embroidery? So how do you see that?
वैसे मैं यूक्रेन ट्रेडिशनल स्टाइल स्कूल में सीख रही थी, लेकिन मेरे स्कूल टीचर ने बोला, मेरा काम देख के बोला, this is the most ugly thing I have seen in my life.
I should not laugh, but yes. Okay. अच्छा.
हाँ, लेकिन मैंने अपना स्टाइल बनाया और इस स्टाइल में ही करती हूँ काम.
Perfect. That's the best thing. तो आप अपने बुक्स के बारे में कुछ बताएं.
तो अभी तो मैं काम कर रही हूँ. लास्ट मेरा बुक जो था तो पोएम कलेक्शन और अबाउट वॉर जो अभी हमारा यूक्रेन में चल रहा है. और ये सोच लीजिए कि इसी बुक में दुखी भी है, फिर विश्वास भी है.
Resilience, the Ukrainian resilience.
Of course, resistance of Ukrainians, bravery of Ukrainians, courage, and more अपना emotion सब इसी बुक में है. क्योंकि war जब शुरू हो गया मैं इंडिया में थी. और आप सोच लीजिए कि 2015 से जब क्राइमिया एनेक्स हो चुका है, तो उस टाइम हम लोग देखकर टीवी में देखकर क्या हो रहा है यूक्रेन में, हमें विश्वास नहीं हो रहा. कैसे हो सकता है, कैसे क्राइमिया कर दी, कैसे डोनबास लुगान्स्क कुछ रेगियन्स कर लिया. और उसके बाद अभी जब फुल इन्वाइजन हो गया तो इतना परेशानी आ गई है कि पूछिए. जिससे मुझे कोई पूछ रहे हमेशा यहाँ इंडिया में कि आपको कैसे लगता है, आपका क्या महसूस है। तो मैंने कहा आप सोच लीजिए कि आपका घर कोई आ गया बंदूक लेकर, आपकी बीवी को नीचे दिखाया, आपके बच्चों को मरा दिया और आपको भी बंद करके कोने में रख के बोल दिया कि ये तुम्हारा घर नहीं, ये अब मेरा घर है।
तो कैसा लगेगा?
क्योंकि वो पहला भाई या दोस्त था, तो कैसे लगेगा? कल चाइना आएगा या क्या हो जाएगा? तो वो ही हमारा महसूस है, वो ही हमारे दुखी हमेशा आ रही है, हमेशा परेशानी आ रही है। मेरी बहन, आंटी, अंकल सब वही है।
बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं कि Crimean Tatars also Tatars, right?
course.
वो भी they're part of, and then they also lost their home and everything.
Sure.
And many of them they are not even, they've been kind of living in refugee all over the world. Yes.
इसीलिए तो पूरा एक तो poem book, this is collection about what? About our defenders, about our slave, braves.
And protecting home.
And yeah.
In simple words, it's just अपने घर की रक्षा करना.
हमारा आसमान,
Freedom.
या और सब लोग कभी कभी मुझे इंडिया में ऐसे लोग मिलते हैं जो बोलते हैं यूक्रेन इतना छोटा कंट्री है, रशिया इतना बड़ा है, इतना पावरफुल है, आपको सबसे बेटर है पीछे कदम करना, जो उनको करना है करने दो, मतलब घुटने में खड़े हो जाओ। तो हमारा ऐसा नहीं है नेचर, यूक्रेनियंस नेचर ऐसा नहीं है। कोज़ाक की टाइम से इससे भी पहले यूक्रेनियंस कभी कब्जे में किसी का जमीन लिया नहीं, कभी नहीं लिया, मगर आपने हमेशा डिफेंड किया।
Now we have a wonderful guest with us who is a teacher in one of the Indian schools, and she has been staying in India for a very long time. Correct me if I'm wrong.
25 years.
25 years old, और ये हिंदी भी काफ़ी अच्छा बोलती है। And her name is Victoria Musilizinchenko Gupta. I made a little bit of mistake. No, I can try again.
Small, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Musilizinchenko.
Yeah, and Gupta. That also you use.
Yes.
Because of your husband's surname.
Yeah, my husband's surname is.
So tell us your journey about your journey about India. For how long you have been staying here, or क्या करते हो आप यहाँ इंडिया में exactly?
Okay, I'm staying in India for 25 years. I was a housewife.
Okay.
Then I wanted to find a job. I went to Alliance Française, learned French, and wanted to apply as a French teacher.
Tu parles français aussi?
Oui, je parle français, mais maintenant je ne pratique plus. Then I tried, I found many vacations, and I tried as a French teacher, joined as a French teacher, DPS Noida. But later on, to be a computer teacher, they required always computer teachers. They could easily find a French teacher, but not so easily a computer science teacher. And I became computer science teacher, as my graduation is engineer in computer science.
और आप हिंदी भी बोलते हो?
हाँ, बोलते हो, लेकिन स्कूल में मना करते हैं।
इस स्कूल में सिर्फ इंग्लिश बोलना है?
हाँ, स्कूल इज इंग्लिश मीडियम और बच्चों के साथ हिंदी मना किया है, बात करना है।
Interesting. And how's been your teaching experience in India? आप कितने टाइम से पढ़ा रहे हो?
I am teaching for 13 years right now. I enjoy my profession. I'm as a primary school teacher, teaching students from 3 to 5 classes, class 3 to class 5, and I like that. कभी-कभी हिंदी में बात करते हो बच्चों से, लेकिन ज़्यादा नहीं करते हो.
Because I know it's not allowed, especially in big schools like.
And especially as a computer science, this is mostly English pronunciation subject. So many things only you can say in English. Even in Ukrainian, people use English terms for pronounce some computer science words.
और आप यूक्रेन की कौन से रीजन से हो?
East Ukraine, the very famous city Dnipro. Right now it's Dnipro. Before that it was Dnipropetrovsk.
During the communism time.
They changed the name only a few years back. And before communist time it was Ekaterinoslav.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slab,
yes.
Got it. If there's any one message that you would like to give to our listeners and viewers about Ukraine, what would it be?
About Ukraine or
or about India, about the
India?
connections?
Actually,
of
I
these two
like
countries?
I like Indian people, but I want to send a message to them. Please be more physically active. Yeah, you see, many people they lack of physical activities.
In India?
Yeah,
I
in
agree with
India.
you. It's
In
true,
India.
especially with the younger generation.
Yes.
After all this social media and all,
Yes.
becoming very
Yeah.
less physically active.
Yes.
Perfect. Thanks for this
Nice
wonderful
to meet
message.
you. Thank you.
Дякуємо! Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraine.
Героям слава!
Heroyam Slava.
Thank you!
Welcome.